What's up, y'all? It's your host, Sensei NK, back with another episode. I'm here with my co-host.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, Pac-Man CXZ. Check me out on everything at PACCMAN CXZ. Yep. So, because Mitch McConnell is old, we should get rid of everyone?
Yes, everyone that's above the age of 69, 72.
So, there should be age limits?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes, correct. Once you start hitting like 65, I think 66 is the landmark for when you're old. I feel like you're not old till you hit that mark. Because it's like after that, you're real close to 70. And when you hit 70, I feel like that's when the generation gap from that and like high schoolers is truly ginormous. I think that's the mark that we should have it at.
Your gauging is just fucking weird.
Why?
66 is older than high schoolers, and that's the reason that it should be 66?
No.
But you feel like it's far enough. But if you're 50, you're close enough to being in high school. That's a weird way to gauge it.
I feel like it's not that you're close enough to be high school, but you're close enough to understand what high schoolers are going through. Yes, that's where I'm.
You're young enough to understand the struggles of the world.
Yes, you're old enough. The fact that you've lived enough life, but you still remember what it feels like to be young, but you're not so young that you're too attached.
It's not even
to
about that. I think you just hit a certain age where you're like, I'm probably gonna die soon. Like, who give a fuck about that goofy shit for real?
That's fair. That's fair.
You have to hit a certain age where you like any day now, bro. Like, it's like I had a good time.
The thing that's crazy, I used to work with old folks, and one of the things that I would ask them, I would be like, do you think about death? Are you like all right with it? And you know what? They tell me not to ask them that type of question because it brings their mortality into it. But I feel like that's the best time to ask them those type of questions because it's like, when else are you going to feel the cold breath of death like right next to your ear?
Something like bad happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
You have an interesting perspective today. It's really interesting. Like, you hear about that girl that got thrown off a bridge, like, just because.
Why did she get thrown off a bridge?
So, I don't know how these people knew each other, but this lady got, like, groped by some dude on a bridge. I think she, like, said something about it, and he yeeted her off 165 feet, and then her sister tried to, like, stop him or like say something about it, and he threw her too.
Nah, throwing both is insane. Throwing both,
and I think it was in China, or they might have been Chinese. I don't know, but I think it was in China. He just threw these people off. Oh no, it was in Germany. Okay. So I think they were Chinese, and he just like threw them. Maybe I'm just being racist. They might have been Asian, but like China might not have had anything to do with this. But he threw them off the bridge. That's when you feel the cold breath of death. Is when you just come across insane men that just want to kill you for.
Oh, see, bro, I want to say that the Barbie movie was a little bit too much, and then I just be hearing stories like that. It's like, god damn it, god damn.
Throwing you off a bridge though is crazy. Like
it's not even abuse. Yeah, let's just attempt to kill you here. Oh my god!
Like, I think about that sometimes. I could never live in the UK. Well, all that acid, they be throwing acid at people. That's if you getting creative, but mostly like stabbings and stuff. Be like, nah, just shoot me, bro. Like, I would rather get shot. You gonna stab me? You gonna hack me up with a machete? Stab me, bro, or shoot me, bro.
That shit kind of reminds me of where they're explaining why Americans get so upset at pickpockets, and then like the woman's idea for why the people get so upset is because of like we have our money is based off on time, is hourly here, while over there it seems like it's more salary. And if you stole someone's phone, you didn't just steal a phone, you stole 30 hours of their life that was taken to buy that phone, right? So
is this woman suggesting that foreign people are okay with pickpocketers? Like, they invite it?
They're just not as aggressive towards pickpockets. Like, they won't just beat the shit out you like right there and then.
That's a lie. That is literally false. Have you ever seen any picture from any other country? They start yelling thief down the street and somebody's going to catch you and beat the shit out of you, bro. You ever see them videos from South America? Bro, people pull up on the damn mopeds to rob. There's this one video specifically of this dude. He crashed his car into them, bro.
Oh, wow.
He saw it coming up the street and just hit them. Nah, there's no way, bro.
See, that's actually kind of funny. I was talking to a couple of my friends about like I feel like I have like an internal angry person, but the thing is, I don't know if I was able to take it like above and beyond like that to like be willing to hit someone with your car because they was bullshitting.
Nah, but this is the thing. I feel like there has to be boundaries and limits, and then there has to be at some point where you're just like, there's just objective right and objective wrong. Mm-hmm. And not only were you doing objective wrong, but you let me catch you like this. I don't even feel bad. Like robbing somebody, I don't think robbing somebody is grounds for getting shot. Breaking into somebody's house aggressively,
all bets are off.
Not even forget robbing, breaking into someone's house aggressively. Shoot them. I don't care what. Shoot them every time.
No, I totally feel that.
I feel like there's certain things. Now you break into somebody's car. I think that's Castle doctrine is a bit crazy. Like, is that how that applies?
What?
Castle doctrine might be something else, but in certain states, your car and your home is a part of your home
property.
So if somebody's breaking into your car, you can shoot them.
Oh,
I think you have to be in it, but I don't know. So
that's some Texas shit, but okay.
I just think it's like, I think that's a bit much. But there's certain lines where it's like, nah, you shouldn't do that. Or like if somebody's like robbing, you want to hit them with a car? If you're stopped, I feel like you should be able to do that. If you're stopped and you see them, you should be able to hit them. If you're already going and you go faster, okay, now we're felony. We're pushing on felony. Don't kill them.
See, I feel like it's a pride thing at that point. Like, if someone were to, like, for example, like, pickpocket me, I feel like it's not even the fact that it's, like, a right or wrong thing. I feel like it's more of a, how dare thee try and do that to me? That's the type of thing. Because if it's like, you went and thought you could put your hand in my pocket and get away with it, that's an insane idea to me. I don't know why, but just, like, that visual is fucking insane to me.
I think it's just because they don't have guns, though. It's like, that's the only reason that people get robbed here is because they pull a gun on you. Somebody pulls a knife on me, like, are you insane? I'm damn near thinking about, can I take this motherfucker? Like, fuck running.
Really? Okay.
If you pull a knife on me, damn near, I'm like,
do you even know how to use that? Like,
it's like a gun. It's like, damn, I can run. You can Ricky my dumb ass. You know?
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm not even trying to be a part of that.
Yeah, oh, God. Imagine you try to, like, pull a knife on someone and they just beat the shit out you. Just beat the other shit.
Imagine you pull a gun on somebody and I've seen it. There's this video. This dude was trying to, like, rob somebody and he took his gun. He's like, bro, I need that back. He's like, are you dumb? I will shoot you. Like, you want this back? Are you dumb? You just trying to rob me.
Did he say with a straight face too, or is he like a little bit like remorseful?
No, he's like embarrassed because he just got his gun taken. Like, you had like how?
No, that reminds me of the one person that tried to like rob like a nail tech and then nobody moved.
Oh yeah, he tried to rob that nail salon. Not everybody just kind of looked at him and was like, "Damn, that's crazy."
He tried to yell. He raised his voice like twice, 3 times, and he's like, he just walks.
Hey man, don't be a criminal because a lot of people don't believe in protections for you, honestly.
On God.
They see all these people are apparently upset about people stealing from Home Depot and Target and Walmart and stuff, which is like, I'm not saying steal from these places, but like, if you're going to steal, that's like,
never steal from a mom and pop. That's I feel like that's dickheadish.
I don't feel like stealing is right, but I feel like to assume that society is going to exist without thieves is kind of crazy. Because when was this time period?
Yeah.
When did that happen? It's in the Bible. Come on now. Like, that's kind of crazy. So it's like, people are going to steal from the people that you should steal from.
Of course. We could always rob a couple corporations, bro. Every day I think about that. You ever heard of that one Target thing where it's like, if you steal, they'll like watch you for like 30 years, and then once you get this certain amount of money, they'll come and get you.
Walmart.
Oh, really? It's not Target?
I don't know if Target does the same, but Walmart, once you pass 500, they'll so they can actually press charges.
Interesting. Okay. See, getting to that limit, I need to figure out what my limit was from when I was a child, so I can spin back and see if I can get like a little bit.
I don't think that they were watching like that. I would be surprised because the technology for that shit to be like
real good and not be like, bro, this it's
not even be good for it to be feasible to like spread on such a wide scale that Walmart has.
Okay.
It would have had to have been installed within like the last like 7 years. Like, so if you were stealing then, like,
no, I feel
for it to be cheap enough for it to be there's no way. I'd be sick if they be watching. And that's what everybody's talking about now with posting your kids' faces and stuff. They're worried about the AI and them using your face for like identification and stuff. And everybody's getting on Zuckerberg because he's covering his children's faces. But you're using our data for whatever.
I ain't tell you to do nothing. If I was Mark Zuckerberg, I'd be so upset. Like, every time a charge that they try to pull on me, I don't know why he's not like, bro, I'm not trying to hear none of that.
I feel like if they were to really break down exactly everything that Facebook does and knows that they're doing, you wouldn't have the same opinion.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like, all those kids that are fucked up, and it's like, but somebody spent, like, years of their life trying to make sure that happened. Like, not necessarily so that they're sad, but they wanted them to feel something.
You feel...
So, like, there was somebody that literally spent years of their life doing exactly that.
Yeah. No, that's fair. No, anytime that I think about the social media, I think about like all the movies around social media and how like they were like creating it just so it can get as addictive as possible. And honestly, I'm gonna try my best to keep my kids off that shit. Because if it's this good now, in like 5-6 years, I wonder what type of shit that my kids will be using.
I think it's just going to get to the point where they just only have it for adults because there's actual, like, proof that, like, no, these kids are definitely worse off with this. They don't need it. Like, they just don't.
Have you ever took a dopamine detox or, like, social media detox?
I have no friends, so I'm always on a social media detox. I guess sometimes I watch TikToks, but... Like, what's like a 30 days with nothing, or
like at least like a week of no TikTok, Instagram, Snap.
I mean, I've done that just like going to work and school and shit, just be tired and shit, and just be like, I don't really care that much. I mean,
see, you know what? You're not even the motherfucker with the problem as the other ones. Oh my god, my thighs. But continue.
I just like, if I'm super bored, but even then, I have no problem. Like, sometimes I make a point to just stare off into space instead of immediately going on my phone. Like, you ever go somewhere with brand new people and everybody immediately just goes into their phone? Sometimes I'll just make it a point just to be like, nah, I don't want to be different. I just want to be different. I'm not even gonna talk to nobody. I just want to look up.
Bro, at work we do some orientation shit, and they're like, when we take our 15-minute break, make sure you don't look down on your phone right away. Talk to the people around you. We go on a 15-minute break. Everyone's literally just breaking their neck like this. And you know what? We might actually have a problem. We might genuinely have a problem, like, as a society as a whole.
Oh, no, there will definitely be less children, for sure.
Bro, these are grown niggas that we're talking about that are too incapable to just, like, put their head up and have, a conversation.
Eye contact? What? Talk? Stranger? It's like you want me to, like, have a conversation? What the fuck?
No, I feel, bro. Oh my god, this one person like got mad at me because I was like, in conversation, I like to look you in the eye, and then he was like, "Fuck, is you look at me in the eye like this more?" And I have to take a double back. Like,
it's not my fault. You fucking autistic bitch. Like, what the fuck? You gonna tell me what am I looking you in the eye for? That sounds racist. Like, what the fuck?
The thing that blew me, I was like, nigga, you're a therapist. What are you talking about?
Why are you looking me in the eye? Why are you eyeballing me, boy? That's what that nigga said, bro. What?
Holy shit. But yeah, just seeing how everyone is just like forced themselves to have like mental illnesses just upsets me so much, bro. Holy fuck.
I blame the companies. I don't think anybody would have chose mental illness. I don't think they would have chose that the stuff that they saw made them sad. There's no reason that you can't see puppy videos and stuff. You remember the first couple of years of the internet where it was like Charlie bit my finger and sneezing panda and like that kind of stuff?
Like wholesome memes.
And it's just like not even that. Or like military or soldiers coming home, flash mobs. It was so.
I do remember flash
mobs. Right? It was so like mediocre, just like regular. Oh, that's great. What happened? I blame the companies because there's no way that human nature changed that
drastically
to where everybody's capping.
You know what? I feel like each person just had one bad day and they just continue to go down that one bad day track. And now they're just nymphomaniacs and it's just ruining it for everybody else, bro. Oh, wow. Oh, But you know what? If I had enough money to change one thing, I think I would switch going that way though. Are you going to force your kids to be athletic by chance?
Yeah, my kids will play sports. Am I gonna force them to be athletic? No, not really.
You ain't gonna be like, here's a baseball or here's a soccer ball?
I'm not gonna Jamal Murray them. No.
I am, bro. They
You know what Jamal Murray's dad did?
What did he do?
He had him do pain tolerance tests like on the regular. So he would just like have him like, I think he said like squat. And then he would just like sometimes not even tell him how long he had to be there and shit. And it's just like about building mental toughness and shit.
Just David Goggins, your child.
I think that's a bit much. I would like you to play professional sports if you're able. Like, you know,
just accidentally if you're good enough, but like you're not gonna like try and force it.
If you're tall enough, that's really what it comes down to for most of them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Size,
that's fair.
muscle, and shit. Like, can't be no skinny ass football player. But
you know what? Real quick, I'm gonna take a detour. My wife. If you're not an ultra athlete, I'm gonna ask you if I can have like a side child that we can like keep though. We're gonna talk about that later. But that's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other conversation. That's like. But the reason why I bring that up, bro, Saudi Arabia tried to give Mbappe $1 billion, $707 million.
didn't he sign?
No. He was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And me personally, I take that as disrespectful. That's disrespectful. I offer you $1 billion and you don't say yes immediately for 1 year of work.
It's not even worth it though.
Who's not worth it?
After taxes and you gotta pay out all your managers and all the rest of this stuff. And if he already has over $100 million, what is $300 million gonna really do for him?
What do you mean? What's $300 million gonna do for you?
You're thinking about it from the perspective of I don't have $50K, right?
Okay.
If you have $100 million, over $100 million, because Mbappe's like, it seemed like he's like the Kobe of soccer or something.
He's one of them. Yeah, he's
one
of them.
What is $300 million? I can make that just in a couple of years and play like for an actual good team, and people won't hate me. You know,
so you're not gonna. And the thing is, it's not that people will hate you, but it's like he could pull a Messi.
Is his team eligible for winning right now? And then he leaves to go get. You know, soccer fans are intense, so he leaves to go chase the bag, and it's gonna be KD times 10, bro.
Come back to no house.
Like they might actually try to slide him. Like they might flip his bus for real. They don't play. Soccer fans are serious.
But yeah, no. With that time, you know what? Sports has really deteriorated what I think like money truly is. Because after like that contract, the Jaylen Brown contract, just a bunch of the other random contracts with hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, it makes you sit and think, why can't my boss give me an extra raise? Like, why can't you just give me an extra raise? Like no bullshit.
Somebody broke this down for me one time. Basically, what it comes down to is, even if you were to quantify it in the way that your job is important versus the way that their job is important, it's just not comparable.
What you mean?
Let's say you're a doctor. If you're not the doctor, whatever the fuck that means, however you measure that, how much is your time really worth? Pretty average, honestly.
Okay.
So if you're not literally the doctor, if there's not a reason for you to clearly be at Mayo Clinic and you're the best doctor in the world at everything, however the fuck that works out, why the fuck would I pay you more than average? If you're an Mbappe or like a LeBron or a Tom Brady, literally, I have looked. The league, you got to understand, they really look too.
That's true.
I have seen 1,000 motherfuckers this year. Nobody can even kind of resemble what you are able to do when you are tired, when you are exhausted, when you are in your A game. There is not a person on this planet that can do what you do. That's why they pay them. And it's like, is that shit dumb? Yeah, but we put a lot of money into entertainment.
A lot of money is made from the shit that they do.
We put a lot of money into entertainment. Nobody can really do it with LeBron. You can't LeBron. You can't choose that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. You know, I was thinking about that recently. And scouts, that sounds like a terrible job. You have to fly to Philly, and then fly to Atlanta, and then fly to New York, and then fly over this way, and then go to Pakistan to figure out.
And then when you flew to Philly, that kid got a bad attitude. And when you flew to New York, that kid got bad grades. And then when you flew to fucking Alabama, that kid got good grades. He got a good attitude, but he's just not quite there in the size department. He's good though. Like, bro, you got to be like pissed. You like, This kid's a hothead. You couldn't have told me that on the phone. I did not need to come here.
Nah, that would piss me off. No bullshit.
It's like you knew I was coming and you're fighting in the game. Are you serious? Like,
wait, hold on. That is a point that is actually crazy. Do they tell the players that scouts are going to pull up to this game or da-da-da-da?
I think depending on what school you go to, you look for them, or there's like obviously somebody different in the gym one day, and you're like, my coach has been shopping me, so maybe.
Okay. Because that should be blowing me. Oh my! I watched a documentary about this one person, and that's how he sold the bag. He literally sold because he was known as an attitude problem. Yeah. Better than everybody, but he just was like, didn't get along with people. And my whole thing is, I feel like things like that, you don't get along with people and you have bad grades, that is the dumbest excuse to not go pro. That is the dumbest excuse to sell your bag like that.
Especially like, depending on how good you are, you should be able to get to a point where people just want to do your homework for you because they want to see you do well. They're like, you could really go to the league. I'll do this as long as you're not being a dumbass.
Bro. And the thing that's crazy, I'll do this just so I could say I did your homework so you could get there. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? As
long as you're not driving around with peas in the car and stuff, I'll do all the homework. I just need you to play basketball.
No, I feel that. I was never upset at when teachers would like do players' homework and shit like that, because it's like, there's actually bigger fish to fry. There's bigger things that are bigger than you. Huh.
Teachers were doing kids' homework at your school?
No, not at my school, but I knew motherfuckers that's like, yeah, no, the teacher would just like give everyone else homework, but like not me though. I just like, nigga, what they would let niggas on your shit do that too.
Here's the thing, because I was just thinking about that, and then it's like, you know, people be talking shit, so it's really just like what you hear. From what I heard, one of the main motherfuckers that was supposed to be the guy or whatever the fuck, it's not even that the teachers didn't give him homework. He just copied off of everybody, and they were like okay with it because he was like cool. So it's like, I mean, he made it look good. He asked hella questions and shit, but like,
okay.
Like, he just copied off of everybody. So it's like, but that's just kind of what everybody does, though. So I don't know.
That's fair.
If they weren't giving people homework, I didn't hear nothing about it. The lunch ladies glazing. I don't even like using that term, bro. When I tell you them basketball players would come through, they would have everything to fucking say. They got excited, low key. Yeah, nah. See, this is a bit much, bro.
Prison, fucking prison. Holy shit. Do you think Jaylen Brown deserved that contract?
Is Jaylen Brown a top 10 player in the league?
He's top 15. Blatantly top 15. I
don't get how you get maxed out the biggest contract of all time and you're not even top 5, let alone top 10. It's not even that it's like undeserved. It's just, is basketball going in a direction I'm unaware of? It's like, what?
Oh yeah, it's still growing. It's still growing.
For Jaylen Brown to get that, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if it was like an actual friend, like he's not even their franchise player.
Yeah, Tatum is.
So it's like I don't get that.
The only reason why it's not Brown is, I told you this, it's fucking racist. That's racism. The reason why, because of its, okay, Brown is too good not to do it. Let me just put it like that.
He has no left and can't dribble.
Nah, don't let Twitter burn your brain. Don't do that.
He has no left and he can't dribble.
He averages 26, 6, and 7 as a second option.
He has no left and he can't dribble. Is that fact or fiction?
It is fiction. Let's not talk too much.
So he didn't fumble this last playoffs for dribbling and left-handed layups? That's not what happened?
Nah, this last playoffs was a bad
he has no left and can't dribble.
But if y'all are willing to say this is just who he is right now, or like that's what he's going to be, I feel like y'all motherfuckers are gonna lose out much.
You gotta prove that, because everybody said Ben Simmons was ass, and he was like, "Yep." Everybody said Curry's ankles were glass, and his ankles were like basically. So I think that you do have to like kind of take it with a grain of salt and be like, nah, that shit might be true, bro.
But the thing is, he's been so good for at least like recently that you have to at least give it to him.
It's not
because like the players that are like around him, like around that level, it's like, are you gonna give Trae Young that money? If you're gonna give Trae Young that money, you give it to Brown.
That doesn't make any sense because those are two separate franchises with different like financial situations.
Okay.
So it's like they might not even have that to give to Trae Young regardless. So it's like it doesn't make sense to me that you cash him out. He's not your franchise player and not a top 5 player in the league. maybe one day, but like, I don't see how you pay somebody on potential. It's
when you have these two players, they just become unbeatable. That's like the point of it, because it's like they went to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, then went to the finals last year, and then went to the Eastern Conference last year. So it's like they're a really good team that's just selling the bag at the end, but it's nothing too crazy though. It's nothing too crazy at the moment.
All I'm saying is Super Max, the best Max of all time, and he's not your franchise player. A little fishy. What does he know about Ime Udoka? What he got on him? That's the only way I can see it. He knows the name of the wife, and he's threatening everybody at the East Side. I will tell everybody. That's the only way I can see it.
You know what? If you do have it, do it. You know what? I've been waiting for like actual real drama to pop off in the NBA, because it's not that it's been weak, but I feel like there's so much more that could be expounded upon. Oh, holy shit!
It had to be blackmail. There's no way.
I feel that. Do you believe in aliens?
I think it would be weird if there weren't aliens.
So recently, the United States government has confirmed an alien, or an alien a spacecraft that wasn't created by humans.
This is the thing I don't understand about that. Didn't that guy get fired? Like the guy that spoke to Congress. Isn't he fired for basically doing this? I'm not saying he has no merit. I'm just saying he got fired for doing this one, and they didn't confirm. They asked, "What do you know?" That's what they asked. So it's like, I think the bigger question here is, well, not only like the tech thing, and it's like, well, we might not even need fossil fuels anymore, but like, the government doesn't know about this. Oh, so it's like that. I didn't realize it was like that. You know what I'm saying? People be like, it's a shadow government, and the people is taking over. And like, wait, how is the government asking you? You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. You know what? This feels.
Who does know?
That's you know what? This feels like a 30-year gaslight that's been going on for the longest, and the fact that it does seem like they are kind of iffy, and it's like, oh, now we're gonna like take it seriously. Y'all should have been taking it seriously when people were talking about they've seen UFOs for the past 30 years.
This is why I hate election year. The year and 60, the 18 months prior to election,
they just be doing
the craziest shit you have ever heard in your life. You'd be like, what the fuck is happening, bro? I bet you Mitch McConnell is gonna die during like a Senate hearing or some shit, bro. It's gonna be something insane. And then there's gonna be a conspiracy theory. They hit him with an invisible dart or some shit. Or they hit him with that tab from the goddamn interview, and he shook his hand and he goddamn died and shit, bro. Bro, you know, gonna be something. They're gonna be coming with some insane. It was the vaccine. There's gonna be some crazy shit, bro.
Bro, spinning back on the vaccine would be fucking insane, bro. You know what? Especially with the movie coming out. Did you see the Netflix movie, the Clone movie? And then they were talking about, oh, this is like talking about Jamie Foxx and da 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 da. You know what? If it comes out that not only aliens are real, but cloning and all this other extra shit is going above and beyond at this exact moment, that would be fucking ridiculous. Oh, and it comes to make me think.
You know what's? You can actually search a lot of that.
What?
Like what this like certain government agencies have done studies and stuff on, because certain stuff has to be published after a certain amount of time, but they just don't make like a thing of it because
they don't let you know that they're dropping. Yeah.
Like they want that to be as like low key as they can, and a lot of it be like redacted and stuff. But some stuff you'll get whole unredacted documents and shit, and you're like, so like this is like confirmed, and nobody talks about like. They have like mind control fucking shit. And they have the authority to control the weather during what is it, like a state of emergency or something like that. So whatever the fuck that means. And how do you make like what?
I think they shoot something up and then it just like fucks with the atmosphere like completely. And you know what? It really makes me think, what type of powers does the United States government really have? And who are these scientists that are letting this slide? Because especially after watching Oppenheimer, it really makes me think, Do y'all not have a conscience?
I was just gonna say, after they made the thing that's gonna blow the whole planet up, I think everybody stopped caring about the rest of the little shit. They're like, mind control, bro. Like, what the fuck? Are you pussy or something? They talking about killing everybody. Like, what? This is some weak shit. Like,
you're going crazy. Ooh.
I'm saying, aliens, bro. They talking about blowing us up. You worry about some aliens? What the fuck?
And the thing that's even crazy, as I was watching that movie, I was like, this nigga's gonna have the craziest PTSD ever. He like has to type of thing.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah. After you throw one bomb, and then he went and then throw another, and then went and threw another bomb, and just fucked all these motherfuckers up. While you're watching the movie, you kid, there's a scene where it's like he's talking to the group of people, and then his eyes just like flash, and then everyone's like dead, and it's just like shit like that, and it's like, to know that you had that power in your hands is fucking ridiculous. Oh my God.
I wonder about how many people feel like that. Because, you know, sometimes the government comes knocking and they're like, we want to buy your thing. And sometimes they're like, we're going to buy your thing. I wonder how people feel about that.
You this $2 billion to be kind, nigga. Like, you like, turned water into gas, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Like all kind of stuff that they be buying up. And I wonder about how those people feel. Like to have their inventions bought, you can't make any money off of it. And they're using it to kill people. Man.
You can't even talk about the fact that you had it in the first place, bro. Holy fuck. And
they gonna send SEAL Team 6 to your door. You're not even gonna know they in your house. You just gonna be dead.
And like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna fight army niggas? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Oh my God.
Bro, they gonna do you like Obama Chef. They just gonna find you in the water. Oh no, you drowned. Oh, fiddlesticks. Like, damn.
Holy fuck. But if you're gonna watch either Barbie or Oppenheimer, I'll tell you to watch Oppenheimer. Yes, that's the one. Because even though it was like 3 hours and some change, it did not feel 3 hours and some change. I was on TikTok like scrolling through, and some people were like, "Yeah, no, I didn't like it. It was like too long, and I didn't really like feel much of it. It wasn't that interesting. There wasn't that much action." Da 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 da. Marvel effect. I'm just gonna throw that. I just say Marvel effect. On that end, but the storytelling was a great time as I was watching Oppenheimer, for a couple of reasons. One, I feel like it was such fast paced, and I could tell that everyone in the movie theater cared about it. When I walked in, when I tell you I've never seen this many old folks in one sitting at one time ever in my life, I was fucking shook, bro. Literally the whole thing was just gray haired motherfuckers. And then I was like, how did you hear about it? Why do you want to watch it? I was like, yeah, I was alive during this time. And
that was the prime of their life. When they blew up Japan, everything got fucking lit.
Yeah, no, there's a scene.
It did.
Oh God!
When they blew up Japan, America boomed for real. Like,
yeah, that's
motherfuckers came back. It was hella babies. Bro, it was
all beat Hitler. We beat the.
You can have all the sugar you want. Like, bro, they was going up.
Capitalism. They were like, yeah, no, we got money now. Holy shit! But yeah, no, I was talking to them. He's like, yeah, no, it was weird because of it. It felt so much better, and now watching it kind of like reshaped how I see everything. And I'm like, you're old as fuck. You're old as hell, and that's one thing. It's just crazy as fuck. And then I walked over to go watch Barbie, and there were just these children that was just there. This one lady literally had their like 2-year-old baby like walking next to them as they went to go watch the movie. So things like that. It was just shocking to see the contrast. You should watch both though. I would watch both.
I probably won't do that, but I'm glad you had a good time.
Mm-hmm. Of course. The fit was great. I watched someone make one of those TikToks where they like my fit going into Oppenheimer, then my fit switching to Barbie, and like they actually changed.
I like the half and half fits. I think they were a little more creative.
Like directly down the middle?
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
You got to like actually sew it together yourself. And that was pretty fire. Speaking of sewing things together, Bronny James this week had a heart attack at a USC practice?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Like, what's going on? Everybody wanted to be like, oh, COVID. I thought that was, or no, it wasn't even COVID. It was the vaccine. Everybody, the vaccine, all these kids having heart attacks. Relax.
Bro,
Famous people can be sick too.
Like, that's what I'm thinking to myself. And I'm like, y'all are jumping to conclusion, not even checking if this little dude is okay.
I feel like everybody, like, well, that one. But I also feel like everybody completely forgot when Sharif had open heart surgery, and that's why he's not in the NBA right now. He literally had open heart surgery. This was before COVID. Things happen, bro. It's okay. Like,
it just happened to happen to LeBron's son. That's just literally all that happened, bro.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna say that kids have or people have heart attacks all the time, but like, you done definitely heard stories about. I don't know about you, maybe, but like, I know my parents got friends that like had heart attacks playing sports as kids, and they just like they already had enlarged hearts and shit. But like, it's like
that's
it happens.
True. That's true. One of my friends literally could not hoop high school anymore just because like they told him, like, yeah, bro, your heart, you just might stop type of thing.
Oh yeah, we had one of those at my high school too. Yeah. But I just think it's like, yeah, bro, COVID. Like, why everybody go straight to the vaccine? The vaccine is fucking killing everybody. Yeah.
I think it's because of like they want a reason to be right, and they're just throwing away any evidence for them being wrong. So they're like, you know what? Let's hope this sticks. Let's just hope this one sticks too.
Like, yeah, nah. He could have been sick. You would have never knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you just tell everybody?
And my whole thing is, you think they're gonna let information out on Bronny? Like, what are we talking? What are we talking about?
It's like LeBron really just needed that one game. They could both retire after that. Like, retire with your son? First NBA player to retire with your son.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. They don't even need to like basketball for real. This is just for me, bro. I just want to fulfill my fantasy. And you know what? Real quick to diverge out to the other brother. Did you see that one dude that wouldn't take pictures with him? And then he was like, all right.
Throwing up game
signs. Throwing up all his shit, right? And then Bronny's like, yeah, nah, I'm not. Not me, gang. That's just not me. That what's his name? What's his name? The fucking the security guard? Yeah, no, he's gone. That guy gone.
I think that was just literally clown. Like, they were just talking shit, bro. Because there's no way that doesn't happen all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like, you remember that video? You ever see that video where Bryce is talking to Bronny and he's like doing an impression of an old dude? He's like, "How old are you? You 15? You 6'2"? What? That's great. Oh man, you gonna be so great." Talking about this crazy shit. It's like just weird. People just be going up to them saying all kind of weird shit all the time, bro. Or you ever see that clip when
I didn't even think of that?
You ever see that clip when Aiden was on or Bronny was on Aiden's stream and this girl was just looking up at him and looking up and down at him, and Aiden's like, "Why are you looking at him like that?" And she's like, "I don't know, his voice is just so deep now, and he's just so tall." And he goes, "You've literally never met me." It's like when you're that and you got your parents is like that level and people just been watching pictures all the rest of the shit. It's like people just say weird ass shit to you all the time. So I think the security guard was just like doing his job.
Over it, bro.
That's regular.
Okay.
I know people say crazy ass shit to them all the time, bro.
Damn. That seems like such a trash life to live. Oh my god. Just the constant dick riding for no apparent reason.
Because
bro.
You exist.
Like, that's literally
it's like I don't even agree with what my parent does, but somehow that affects me. That doesn't make any sense.
Would you want to would you go out of your way to hide your kids?
I think there are a lot of people that appreciate it because you can grow up not famous and then become famous whenever, depending on who your parents are. You can't do it the other way, though.
What do you mean?
You can't be famous and then be unfamous. Somebody's always going to recognize you. Unless it was like when you were literally a child and you look completely different. But even then, like somebody occasionally is going to hear your voice or something is like, oh. So it's like, yeah, if it was really like that, I would. Because if that's what they want, that's what they going to want and that's what they going to do. But it's like, if they don't want it and you get to like 18 or 16, whatever, how old I feel like it's appropriate for them to want to do their own shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to be stuck with my decision. You don't have to do what I did because I did it. You know,
you don't have to hoop for real.
Or not even that. Be harassed by the paparazzi because maybe you just want to do some regular shit. Maybe you want to make movies or something. I don't know. Or you just want to be a salesman.
You want to be a producer.
And you're being harassed by a paparazzi because I like missed a show or something, or like didn't show up to a game and like, why was it your dad? Why wasn't my dad? What the fuck? I'm a child. You don't feel weird doing this?
No, those definitely. Oh my god! You know what? Before we just wrap this up, but yeah, no, that was one of my biggest things. Anytime I'd see like really like videos of like famous kids, and people would just like constantly like in their face, and then they'll be yelling at them for what their parent is doing. That's type of shit that would just always blow me.
Or like everybody talking about the sex tape with North and like them, and it's like, Bro, these are like they don't even get to be double digiters, and y'all are talking about like ruining their lives. Like, what? You can't even have 2 digits to your age. Damn, shit. They really said fuck them kids and meant it,
bro.
I blame the millennials. Fuck. Like,
you know what? Once they realized that they weren't going to be able to make enough money to own a house or just be famous either, they
decided to just be salty by everything.
I hate everybody and everything. Yeah. Holy shit. What was the other? Oh, Utopia. Continue.
They canceled Utopia at the pyramids, I guess. So I guess Travis Scott isn't going to perform at the pyramids anymore, which is probably good, given that his fan base, like, they definitely all would have climbed that pyramid for sure.
Oh, yeah, no,
there's no question.
Desecrated a couple Egyptian gods, most definitely.
And it seems that the local people weren't really.
They weren't having none of that.
So it's like, logistically, that wouldn't have worked anyway, because you know a whole bunch of other people would have pulled up too. Mm-hmm. And then it's just like a lot of people. I guess they're in the desert, but like it's not though. I just
had the image of motherfuckers raging on the pyramid, just breaking that. It's oh my god, yeah. No, okay, continue.
If you ever see like pictures of the pyramids, it's literally right next to a city. Like one side of the pyramids is like it looks like it's on a street type shit. So it's like
shit
of one of them at least.
Okay.
So I see why the locals were like, nah, like. They're like,
I don't need 16-year-old white boys like running through my city, bro.
I think it would have been a cool like spectacle or whatever, but like it was extra. It was a lot. It was aspirational.
Yeah, it was. He was trying to top his last project. Because when was the last time he dropped? Is literally Astroworld the last time he dropped an album?
If you include, no, he had the Scots and what's the one with Sheck West and Don Toliver?
I don't count none of that. Yeah, no, this is the most recent one since Astroworld.
No, it was a Travis Scott album though.
It was a
gang. Back in the stew. Which one is that one? What's that album called? I can't remember what that album is called, but that was a Travis Scott album.
Okay. But it's his first like solo release project type of thing.
If he has features, it's the same thing to me. Really.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. Fair enough.
I think I get what you're saying, like a studio album versus like an LP or an EP or whatever. However that works. One of them is a studio album, whatever. Yeah, I'm not a Travis Scott fan, so
I'm going to see what he pops out with this time because of it's. I wouldn't say he's not enjoyable. He is a fun guy to listen to, in my opinion. It's very. Bring the rage. So I'm not too upset about it. So I am anticipating it, but I feel as if I might be let down, but I'm ready for it. I'm just gonna put it like that. Because of like, it's not that he always disappoints, but he always comes with an energy that you can at least respect every single time. So I'm ready for that. That's my thing. So yeah, no.
I guess.
So he's just mid.
He's an industry plant, and apparently he's like a dickhead, which I don't know him, so I guess I can't put that on him. So it's like,
it's a double jeopardy.
Like, what do you really? Like I was saying earlier, what's Travis Scott? No production, nothing. Like you're unessential. You're ass. You're worse. You're Baby Keem, but like worse. No, not even Baby Keem. You're 21 Savage, but like worse.
Less interesting than 21 Savage.
Because you think about 21 Savage shit is so cookie cutter. Travis Scott's shit is like the fucking same. Like it's a lot of just like
ad libs.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's so unessential. The only thing he really has going for him is production. I feel like Travis Scott is like Gunna. There we go. Mostly production.
Let's
the
get
bars
off.
are just not like.
Let's get off Gunna's head top because he went completely stupid on his last project. Let's just
again Gunna no production. Are you like?
But it's like if there was no production, he wouldn't like drop that.
All I'm gonna say is this, and I'm not saying that everything has to be like this, but you can listen to All of the Lights a cappella. You can listen to Dark Twisted Fantasy a cappella. You can listen to. That's all I'm saying is there are songs
if
that
you can't go here, don't go anywhere.
Look. I'm not saying, but I'm saying as far as actually making music, that shit is so mid. Like when you can take the beat off and that shit is still you still rocking, bro. That's how you know you really got you one right there.
Okay. You
turn off that beat to that damn QP ski, all that bullshit, bro. You're like, what the fuck is this?
But it's part of the vibe. If you remove an essential piece like the beat, it doesn't hit the same.
The song isn't that good. It just isn't. It's just not. Like,
see, I feel like this is unfair because it's like when you're eating like a great meal and you say, you know what? Let me just remove
the steak sauce. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's hating. I feel like that's hating.
The meat should be good enough that honestly you don't really need the steak sauce and the salt and shit. That is what I'm saying. Thank you, bro. The Wagyu is so fire. Do you need the other shit? You can put it on there. You can. You really can. Do you need it though? Nah, bro.
This nigga hating. This nigga hating crazy. Oh my god. You know what? I'll let y'all decide. Are y'all excited for Utopia? That's the real question. That's the